Hey keyboard nerds, this is a cool one. Today we're going to break down the legendary intro of Blinded by the Light by Manfred Mann. First time I heard this, I was a little kid and I was just like, that's one of the coolest keyboard intros I've ever heard. And it's always stuck with me as maybe being one of the greatest keyboard intros ever recorded as far as being a great part, incredibly memorable. I think I'd put it up there with Bubba O'Reilly, Won't Get Fooled Again, intros like that. And maybe I'm saying that because all of those intros kind of have this cool rhythmic pulse to them. And this is definitely one of those keyboard intros that incorporates a lot of rhythm. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the intro, we're going to figure it out, I'm going to show you how to play it, and I'm also going to show you how you can incorporate the technique into your own playing and make it your own. Here we go. So to create this part today, I'm going to use this Yamaha CP73. I'm going to use a very simple stock Rhodes patch, which is called 78 RD. And I'm going to also add a phaser to the sound, which makes a huge difference. I'll play it for you with and without the phaser, and you can see what you think. Push of this magic button. Just kind of gives it that movement, that cool psychedelic sound. When I listen to this track, I really feel like it was recorded on a Rhodes piano through an MXR phase pedal. And another trick that they did with this track is they recorded it twice. They recorded a piano part low, and they also recorded a piano part high. So those two parts overdubbed together create a very, very powerful sound. So that's what I think that they did, but having said that, I wasn't there, so if you know exactly what keyboards they used or what effects, please put it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Let's break this down. This song has 4 different chords. The first chord is B flat. And it's a B flat in its second inversion. The next chord is an A minor in its second inversion. The third chord is a G minor in its second inversion. And then it ends on an F. So a great way to get started playing this would be to just play just these chords like this and play them 8 times each. Once you've got that under your hands, we can start adding the little micro details. So, the micro details are, starts on the B flat, plays that 8 times, and then plays the A minor, but the top note moves on the A minor like this. Just like that. That's it. And goes down to the G minor, plays the G minor 8 times. And then it does this really cool part on the F where it goes F, F sus4, F, F sus2. Okay, so let's put that all together. there's the part. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper with it. So when he starts the part, he actually starts it on the A minor the very first time. He doesn't start on the B flat. This is pretty cool. So the very first time that it goes through, it starts on the A minor like this. So he just plays the A minor straight 8 times. G minor. Here's this cool F part. Then to the B flat. Gonna do this a couple more times. Now what happens is you hear the bass player hold a C through the whole thing, which is such a cool sound. Check it out. Then it goes like this. So badass. I love that. It just adds this other element to it. It just adds another level of energy before the song kind of ramps up. One of the big takeaways of these songs is how can you take this technique and apply it to your own playing and use it in your own creative way. Let's take a really simple progression. Let's take a Let It Be progression. C, G, A minor, F. Let's just pretend that you were walking into the studio and you had to play on a song that had these chords. You could use this same sort of pattern and apply it to those chords and come up with a really cool part. So let's break that down to its most basic level. Here we go. C, G, A. You can add rhythm to it. You can add susses to it. And all of a sudden it starts getting really, really cool. Then you can also take the technique where he uses the moving line on the top of the chord, like this. Maybe you want to do that higher. So that's just a short example of how you can take that technique from Manfred Mann, make it your own, use it on albums, use it on stage, make it your own. That's always the key. It's like, how can you take what you've heard, figure out the concept, and introduce it into your own playing and be creative in your own way. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel, and there's always more of this on my online course. Good to see you. I'll be back soon.